Hello everyone! So I come to you from the closet of the bonus room because there's too many people in my house right now with everything happening from home. So here I am. But I wanted to talk to you about a book challenge that I'm doing, and I'm super excited about it, especially right now when we can't go out. Now the way this is I have to read 5 books for the challenge, and so instead of going out and buying books because I can't go out and Amazon is super duper slow unless it's essentials, which is totally fine, it makes sense. So I am attacking books that I have in the house that I haven't read before, because I do have those, a lot of those, surprisingly. So the way this challenge works is I'll post links in the comments. But the way the challenge works is I choose a career from the Harry Potter world. So what it is you have to complete your owls. So I've chosen the career of Mage of Visual Arts. And so the classes I have to take, or the owls I have to receive for Mage of Visual Arts, is Astronomy, Charms, Divination, and History of Magic. And then I also thought, well, why not make it a little more challenging? And we'll throw in a 5th book that I have to read. So I'm also going to take the class Magical Shop Management. And so for that one, I have to complete arithmetic. I can speak. I got this. So, and then for each class you take is a book you have to read. So, for example, astronomy, you are going to read a book. It's night classes, so you're going to read a book mostly at night after it's dark. So it doesn't have to be super late, just, once it gets dark. And it says mostly, so if I get really into it and I read it until sunrise, it's okay. And so for this one, I've chosen the Gears of Fate. So this one's really interesting. It is actually, it's like steampunk mixed with Greek gods, mixed with Norse gods, mixed with Fae. And I'm not very far into it, but I'm actually surprised at how well this is going together, because I've read books where all these genres are like mashed together, and it's terribly confusing. But this one's really exciting so far. I like it. We'll see how it goes. I'm not finished with it. For charms, hold on, I have to look at my cheat sheet because I can't remember. Charms is for Lumos Maxima. So you read a book that has a mostly white cover. So I'm going to do Night. This one, I've never read it, but my husband has, and I only see it ending in tears. For me ending in tears, because it's about the Nazi death camp horror. And I'm like, ah! So I don't do well with that type of thing. So let's see how this goes. Like I said, it's probably gonna end in tears. So divination is, hold on, I have to look. Oh. Divination is where you take your TBR pile and you give each one a number, and then you let the fates decide. And I asked Google to give me a number, give me a random number, and it did. And so I'm going to read The Hidden King. And I cannot remember what this book is about, so maybe I'll fill you in down here somewhere. And then History of Magic. For History of Magic, you have to read, it's about witch hunts. So you have to read something with witches or wizards. So I'm going to read Lady Midnight. And this is another book in the world of shadow hunters. So this one has a warlock, but male witch, it works. So that's what I'm going to do for that one. And then for, let me flip it over because it's on the other side. For arithmancy, arithmancy is magical qualities of number 2, balance and opposites. So you're going to read something outside of your favorite genre. Now, my favorite genre is fantasy, obviously. I'm always reading fantasy. So I'm going to read Like Water on Stone. And this is a, it's poetry, but it tells about the Armenian civilization. And in 1914, all the violence and stuff, but it's told through poems. And so I thought that would be really interesting. That is definitely not a genre. It's historical, it's poetry, not stuff that I read too often. Of course, this one's way out of my genre as well. I think it's historical fiction. Okay, so I read historical fiction once in a while, but it says favorite. Fantasy is my favorite. So anyways, I'm super excited about that. And I will try to post more videos, especially since I'm stuck at home. I think I'm probably going to post more books instead of the art stuff, because the art stuff, I tend to post it on Instagram. If you follow me, My Marvelous Life on Instagram. My book page is Lynn_Riles. I'll post those links down below too. So if you want to follow the art videos, I post them on Instagram more often. And I'll try posting book videos here. So, yeah. So I'm really excited, and I will let you all know how these books go. Oh, the reason I didn't show you the other books is because I have them digitally. Lady Midnight actually borrowed from the digital library, because our library is closed, of course. And the other 2 are review books that authors have sent me for free, so they send me the digital copies more often than the paper ones. So that is what is happening. If I add any extra classes, I'll be sure to let you know. But yeah, so I'm excited, and I will keep everybody up to date on how these books are. Bye.